Good night, y'all, man. I was just sitting here watching the game, and Holy Spirit just started talking to me. And it said of course things are gonna happen. Things are gonna always happen to you. He said that like when you exhaust your faith. Like when you exhaust your faith all the way to the end. Because it pleases me. He said, of course things are going to happen, but I like when you exhaust your faith all the way to the end because it pleases me. And right before you're going to give up, or right before you feel like you don't have any more left in you, that you're going to witness a peace that surpasses your understanding. So I just meditated on that for a while because I kept saying to myself, man, that's profound, you know? So I started ironing some clothes, and then another parable, or not parable, but another, thought came over, and it's like God wanted to make sure I got it clear. So he said, look at how a father teaches his son how to ride a bike, right? He says that he holds on to the back of the seat and he guides the child to whatever distance, but barely having a hand on the seat because he wants the child to experience some type of independence, or what it feels like to be, independent in some way, even though the father knows he's not really independent because he's still holding onto the back of the seat. So he says at some point in time, the father lets his hand go. And he watches the child be independent for a little while. So the father's already anticipating that the son, or daughter, is going to have an accident. But the father, at least some fathers, they already have a bag full of all of the first aid things and everything to prepare for an accident. Knowing what could happen, even the worst situations, and being prepared for it. Right? Because he knows that the child is not going to be fully independent. That there's going to be some bumps and bruises and incidents that's going to happen. But the father is there prepared for that. It's all a part of growing into who you need to become. So that's what it's all about, guys. This life is lived to prepare you to complete God's will. So all of the temptations and trials and tribulations that you go through, it is to help prepare you with faith. It is to help prepare you for completing God's will. The more you know God, the more you will know what his will is going to be in your life. That's it, guys. You have a good night. This is how my nights be a lot of times, but I wanted to share that with you guys. So hopefully it touched someone, because it definitely touched me. All right, guys. Good night. Oh, by the way, that game is good right now. Atlanta versus the Suns. It's a good game right now. All right, y'all.